trailer just came out, and wow, it completely shocked and stunned fans. One thing major to notice about Broly is that he actually has 5 different forms. You heard that right. He has 5 different forms. We're going to talk about these and break down all 5 of these forms, at least the information that we know about them so far, and that's coming up right here on Mastar Media after this message from our sponsor. Why pay $7 a month for Crunchyroll when you can pay only $3 more a month and get Verve, which has Crunchyroll and Funimation and tons of other shows and channels that you can watch. You can start a 30-day free trial of Verve Premium by going to verve.co/mastar or clicking the link in the description. I just started rewatching Gundam, and it's awesome because Verve lets you take shows with you even without an internet connection. There is so many awesome shows to catch on Verve, and they sponsor this video to give you guys a free 30-day pass. Just go to verve.co/mastar or click the link in the description and get started today. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually 4 transformations, but it is 5 models. The first one, I believe, is actually a flashback. We're actually not going to see that version of Broly fighting against Goku and Vegeta. I think that this is when he was first recruited into the Frieza Force. As you can see that his clothes change. He doesn't really go through any physical changes there. Pretty much this is his base form, and he looks somewhat strong, kind of the stature of Goku, but right here, as he powers up, his muscles bulk up, his hair goes upwards, almost as if it's a false Super Saiyan, and he's quite simply just a bigger stature. So this is actually his first transformation, which is pretty much just a buff form, or it's almost like a false Super Saiyan form out of Broly. So as you can see here by this side-by-side comparison, it is pretty much a muscle swelling or a power swelling form. It's also important to note here that he's pushing back Vegeta in Super Saiyan while in this form. And here his eyes are still black. The next transformation, actually his eyes will be yellow, as I'm about to go over in a second. But this, just his first transformation, just his pretty much buff form of his base form, is stronger than Vegeta's Super Saiyan. Or at least it looks like from the trailer. However, he does manage to go one step further in this form, and I guess kind of transforms again. Pretty much his eyes are eventually going to simply change color to the yellow that we saw from the original teaser. And if you look closely in some of these cuts from the animated trailer, you can see that Broly's eye is in fact yellow while he maintains that non-Super Saiyan buff stature. So that itself is some sort of transformation. It may have to do something with some genetic properties. There's a lot of speculation that Broly actually was genetically created to be a super powered Saiyan, as we got a lot of these montages of baby Saiyans in these test tubes. There's actually 3 Saiyans here, and you can see that Broly's is actually green, which is the legendary energy color. So this is his 3rd form, and also his 2nd transformation. It's kind of strange that the eye just turns gold like that. Hopefully they'll explain exactly what that means. My theory is that it has something to do with the genetic manipulation on Broly. Now it seems like Goku takes on this form in Super Saiyan God, but he still loses to Broly's yellow-eyed form, even in Super Saiyan God form, because then we see him transform into Super Saiyan Blue in order to continue fighting this guy. But then Broly transforms into Super Saiyan. So I guess in Super Saiyan Blue, Goku was able to beat Broly's yellow-eyed form, and then Broly is going to transform into Super Saiyan, but I don't know if he'll be in that very long. Maybe he transforms into Super Saiyan, and then he's actually able to start hurting Goku pretty bad and winning the fight, but Goku uses Kaioken and is actually able to turn the tables, pushing Broly to go into his legendary form. So we didn't get to see too much of the Super Saiyan form come out of Broly, but it does look freaking amazing. So Broly's Super Saiyan transformation from this promotional art looks like he will not have any pupils. So I guess his yellow eyes will disappear, his hair goes up, he turns Super Saiyan, he buffs up, I guess, a little bit more, and there you go. That's Super Saiyan Broly, which I'm guessing is going to be stronger than Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but not as strong as Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Goku, causing Broly to transform into his Berserk state. which is the final form out of Broly, or so we think. You never know. He could have something even more than that. He's going to roar, he's going to expand his energy even more, his armor is going to blow off, and then we're going to get the main Broly that we know and love with the gigantic muscles. That is bound to be what's coming. Unfortunately, we didn't get any visuals of that from the trailer, but we have seen plenty of visuals from character sheets for what he's going to look like, and he looks menacing as hell. So there you have it, guys. 5 forms out of Broly, 4 of those being transformations that we know of so far. The only way that Goku's going to win is with Ultra Instinct. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see an Ultra Instinct Goku in this movie. I'd really like to see Beerus step up to the plate as well, but as we know, the gods don't really like to interfere with mortal issues. So somehow Broly, it appears he's genetically created to be this super warrior. Maybe he used the legendary Super Saiyan on top of his genetic enhancements, just making him a complete monster. I'm wondering if there's going to be references to Kale and her legendary form or Berserk Saiyan form in this movie. Could we possibly have Kale come in and fight against Broly? There is endless possibilities and still so many questions for this movie. My question is, where is Vegeta during all of this? We see Broly charge in against Vegeta in the very beginning and start punching him while Vegeta's in Super Saiyan form, stating that Broly is learning as he's fighting, very similar to Oob in the finals of Dragon Ball Z when Goku fights Oob. Now, I don't see any reason why Vegeta would get knocked out here, especially if Goku's Super Saiyan Blue is pushing Broly to continually transform, meaning that Vegeta is probably off somewhere else, possibly fighting Paragus, possibly fighting Frieza's army or the army that has come with Paragus, because I don't think that Vegeta is really involved in this fight. As we can see, the first time they encounter Broly is in a snowy landscape, and then later on when Goku's fighting Broly, it's in a completely different landscape, probably a different planet. I was thinking that possibly Vegeta wins their first encounter, but we do get this little clip here of Goku laying on the ground in the snowy landscape, obviously very damaged and hurt. So that would mean that either they escape, Goku and Vegeta notice how strong Broly is and they escape and go fight him again later on, or Broly is just simply like so much power that he's pretty much destroying this planet as they fight. And it's kind of like how Namek was about to explode, because if you take a look at this video, it looks like the apocalypse. It looks like the planet is about to erupt, or there's a volcano. It could be 2 different planets, or it could be the same planet, but my guess is that it's going to be 2 separate encounters between Goku and Broly. As we know, this is going to be one of the most dynamic movies ever. In fact, it was tough for them to even make it movie length because it was so long, there were so many things happening, the story was so dynamic, that it was essentially tough for them to chop certain pieces out in order to fit it all. So there you have it, guys. 5 forms out of Broly. The base form, the buff-based form or empowered-based form, the empowered base form with yellow eyes, which isn't on this character sheet here, the Super Saiyan form, and then the Berserk full legendary form out of Broly. This is 4 transformations that we know of out of Broly, and we know Goku is going to transform into at least 3, as we've seen him Super Saiyan God, and Super Saiyan Blue. Most likely he will be going Ultra Instinct as well. So if Goku has 4 transformations and Broly has 4 transformations, expect the classic type of Dragon Ball Z where, oh, you got stronger, well now I'm going to get stronger. Well, oh, you got stronger, now I'm going to get stronger. And it should be this sort of back and forth, power up, non-stop action going on in this movie. I think that's something pretty clear that we can expect to come. But obviously it's safe to say that if Broly's Super Saiyan form is enough to take on Goku with Kaioken times 20, that his Berserk form will be so powerful that nobody can stand up to him unless it's either Beerus, Ultra Instinct, or a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, which I think people would also love to see. I'm Mastar, thanks for stopping by. Leave your comments below on how you think that Broly will be defeated, and I'll be talking to you soon with another Dragon Ball video.